Building an automation used to require you to know exactly what you wanted to build, how to configure the integrations that were involved, and how to set up your logic in just the right way. The assistant changes that. Now, you just tell the assistant what you want, and it goes and figures it out. Today, I'm going to build an automation to enable AirDrop on a device when someone asks for it. Our default device policy across all of our devices at console is to have AirDrop off. That's just our default security policy, but we do want to enable it if someone requests it for a certain use case. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do before even building the automation is I just want to make sure that this policy is being followed, so that I actually do have all of my devices with AirDrop off. All right, so I ask the basic question, can you check if AirDrop is disabled across devices in my org? All right, and it came back with a very simple answer. Every device across our org, 40 total, carries the AirDrop disabled tag, and that is the tag that we use to assign the restriction for AirDrop disabled. And so it's confirmed that, yes, our device policy is being followed. Great. So now I'm going to go ahead and write this playbook. Okay. Write a playbook that enables AirDrop for a user's device when they request it. Cool. And so now the system is just confirming with me. This is what it intends to do. That it's going to use the remove tag from device as the way that it's going to enable AirDrop on a device. So it's going to look at user's device. If they have multiple devices, it's going to ask which one they want to enable AirDrop for. That's a nice touch. I didn't even think about that scenario, and I didn't specify it when I asked the assistant to do this for me. And it's going to then remove AirDrop disable tag if they confirm the device. Looks right to me. Let's go ahead and build this playbook. Awesome. So the playbook is ready. It looks at the requester's device from the kanji list devices action. If no devices are found, it just tells the user that that's the case. If the user has multiple devices, it confirms with the user which device they want to enable AirDrop on. Again, did not think of this scenario, so it's a nice touch. And then once they confirm which device, they will remove AirDrop, or they will enable AirDrop by removing the tag. But this action, this remove tag from device, is gated behind an approval. And again, this is a touch that I had not thought about, but since our default policy is that all devices should have AirDrop off, and this is a request to turn it on, you probably do want to gate that behind the approval from a manager. In this case, because I want to test it, I want to show it for your demo purposes, I'm going to change this from requester's manager to be just myself, right? So that for our demo loop, I'll show you how that would happen, right? So we're getting this behind the approval from me, but otherwise, this looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this playbook, and now I'm going to go ahead and test it. Please enable AirDrop on my device. All right, and so now you see the action that was run. An action needs your approval before it can be run. Normally, this would go to the user's manager. For demo purposes, I'm sending the approval to myself. So I just hit confirm. And there it is. AirDrop has now been enabled on my device. I've both, one, ensured that my device policy is being followed of disabling AirDrop across all devices, and I built a playbook to enable AirDrop upon request with a manager's approval. All that done in just a few minutes. That's the power of the assistant.